Hey guys, it's me, Tag, and welcome to Life with Tag. This is my new channel. Some of you may be familiar with my other channel, Tag for short, but I wanted to create another channel that kind of focused more on me, my ideas, my thoughts. I'll talk about real life, I'll talk about politics, religion, all things that you can think of or that come to my mind, I will talk about on this channel. It's something that I've thought about doing for a while, but I wasn't really sure if I wanted to manage two channels. My other channel started off as more of a mukbang channel. It's kind of a mix of all things because I also have music on there as well. And so I'll still continue to do that on that channel, but I wanted this channel to be more just me. I don't know how else to say it, just me. And so it might be some vlogs, it may be me having conversations with other people about life, and it'll be just me talking as well. And so it'll be a mixture of just lifestyle. I might do some get ready with me's or things like that, but I wanted to have a space where the mukbangs and all of that is there, but here is me. And so I may have some of my music on this side as well as on the other side as well, but that's kind of where I am. So I appreciate you guys so much for tuning into my channel. Just a little bit about me. I am actually born and raised from Hobbs, New Mexico, which is basically the southeast tip of New Mexico where New Mexico meets Texas. Currently, I live in Arlington, Texas, which is in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, home of the Cowboys. The Cowboy Stadium is here in Arlington, Texas, even though it's the Dallas Cowboys. But I mean, Dallas is just right next door. So, I mean, there's that. But yeah, so I grew up in New Mexico. I went to college at Texas Tech University. And then from there, I moved to Las Vegas, Nevada to be where my oldest sister and my brother-in-law at the time lived with my niece. And I think when I moved there, my niece was just about to go to kindergarten, my oldest niece. So yeah, I lived there for 9 years. I started teaching there. I went through my 20s and early 30s there and just, you know, became the adult version of me in Las Vegas. And so I appreciate that time there. Eventually, I decided to make the move back to, well, not back to New Mexico, but I moved closer to home. I kind of thought about moving to New Mexico for a little bit and maybe just going for a year. But I felt like if I went there, I would have stayed there. I would have still been there. And it just wasn't what I wanted. With me doing music and all these other creative things, it's just not the place really where that thrives. It's more so like if you have just a regular job, if you're a teacher, a doctor, a nurse, or you work in the oil industry, just kind of the jobs that are out there, 9 to 5, some not 9 to 5, or whatever it might be, then that's kind of a place to be, or if you're a realtor, or whatever it might be. But if you're trying to do other things that are more creative, you kind of need to be in places where you have access to those things, and it's just not there. So that's why I made the decision to move to Dallas. It's only about a 5.5 hour drive from here to my hometown. So when I go home, I typically drive my car and all of that. So it works out that I'm here. But of course, if my parents and my sister and nieces and nephews and all that could move this way, like, I would love it. But it is what it is. You can't have everything you want in life, unfortunately. But I am single, no children. I have never been married. I really had a different lens of what I was focused on in life. And I think sometimes women are just like, they know from the youngest of ages that they want to be a mother. And that's just kind of one of those things where when I was younger, I was like, I don't want to have children. And then I got to a point where it was like, you know what? If it's meant to be, then I'll have them and I'll be excited about it and all those things. And so I am getting older. I'm 42, and so it would be more of a high risk. And it's just a big life change once you've gone all of these years without having children. When it comes to like marriage and kids, I never really set a timeline for myself. I really wanted to have time to just focus on me. My middle sister, she was only almost about 2 years older than me. Latasha, she passed away 2 days after my high school graduation. And I always say that because I feel like it's ingrained in my brain, and it's one of those things that was trauma for me for a while, because everything connected to high school and thinking about high school memories was of her being sick and feeling just unsure what was going to happen to her and feeling scared, because she was really my best friend growing up. And so we were the closest in age out of me and my siblings. There were a total of 4 of us, 3 girls and a boy. I'm the youngest, and then above me was my sister Latasha. I have a brother who was above her, and then my oldest sister is 9 years older than me. And you know, it's just one of those things in life that you had to like work through. And so after she passed away, I had to work through that and all the stages of grief, the just not understanding life anymore, or feeling like I had become this person that I didn't choose to be because such an important person in my life was taken away from me at such a young and impactful stage of my life, being in high school and all of that. And my first year of high school was when she got diagnosed. And so it was just a really important time of my life where I was just unsure and trying to figure things out. And even with that, I still did pretty well in school, and I graduated in the top 15% of my class. I didn't go the honors route because I think with life and all these different things, everything going on, I just took the easier route and just took the regular classes. But sometimes I think about, you know, if I would have taken the honors route, maybe I could have gotten higher up in the ranking, and not just be in the top 15% of my class. But it's still pretty good. I think our class was a little over 400 students. So, I mean, 15% of 400 is still a good percentage to be in up there, you know. But, and so I've always done pretty well in school, and I always knew that I wanted to go to college. I wanted to go to Texas Tech. That was actually me and my sister Latasha's plan to go to Texas Tech. She wanted to major in sports communication. She wanted to be like one of our cousins who's a sports broadcaster in New Mexico, in Albuquerque. And we used to see him on TV, and she was always fascinated by it. And she was an athlete and all that as well. So it was just one of those things. And so I ended up going to college in my hometown in New Mexico Junior College for 2 years, which I'm glad I did, because I feel like I needed to do that, especially after trauma of losing a sister, and also the trauma of watching her deteriorate or decline, and hoping that she was going to get better, and having to go through all of those emotions and feelings. And it was just a difficult time. And right after that, I transferred to Texas Tech. And I was like, I have to go there. That was where we wanted to go. And so it's only me now, and I really want to go there. And so that's where I went, and ended up graduating from there. And then so on and so forth, ended up in Las Vegas and went back to school, became a teacher. I was a teacher for 10 years. Then I became an instructional coach, working with teachers, leading professional development sessions with teachers, going into classrooms, observing and things like that. And I did that for 3 years at an elementary school. And then I took the job that I have now, which is still working with teachers and instructional coaches. But now my job requires travel nationally. And so there's different places that I get assigned that I have to go and work with educators and things like that. And I really enjoy it. The travel can be tiresome. It's like you kind of have to get into this mode of travel mindset. And it's something that you don't really understand unless you travel for work. It's just so much different than when you travel for fun. And so it's definitely one of those things that's been a learning experience. I've grown a lot. I've enjoyed the experience of meeting different people, seeing different schools, going into different classrooms. seeing things that are in common across the state, from state to state. I got to go to Rhode Island and New Jersey and Las Vegas, which I lived in Las Vegas, but you know, different places, and just seeing how things are done and all of that. So that's a little bit about me. There's definitely more to learn. I sing, I write, I have music that's on Apple Music and Amazon Music and Google Music, all those, Spotify and all of that. So I'll tell you more about everything, but I just really wanted to have a channel where I could come and talk to you guys, vlog whenever I have something interesting going on, and then just really kind of be in this space of not feeling like I have to do a mukbang and stuff like that. And so I just wanted to separate the space. I should have done that initially, because I think that's a little bit of why I got burnt out on my other channel, and I kind of just went like months without posting, and then I started posting again, and then I go weeks without posting, and then I post again. And so I was like, you know what, I just need to make the channel that I want to really have and that I want to take. The mukbang channel, I think, you know, when I first started, I was really excited about it, and I really wanted to do it because it was during COVID. And that's when I started doing the mukbangs and all of that, after watching BeLove and learning more about some of the other content creators. And I was like, you know what? I'm home during COVID. I have groceries and stuff that I'm cooking my meals. You know, we weren't really eating out like that, especially going up to like 2021. More cooking was happening in homes. And so I was like, I'm cooking for myself. I may as well do the mukbangs. And you know, I started doing the challenges with people and stuff like that. But after time, when I got back into my routine of life and going out to work and things like that, the passion to do all of that just kind of slowly declined. And I still enjoy it, but I just don't want to have to feel like I have to do it so often. And so on that channel, I will continue to do the mukbangs or cooking or things like that whenever that's something that I feel led to do. But I really wanted to focus on this channel and grow this channel and just focus on growing it uniquely. I'm not really like trying to make people come and follow me or make people come and subscribe. I really want it to be organic and real. And so I appreciate you all so much for tuning in to this first video of my channel, and we'll see where it goes from here. That's it. That's all, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to this video. As always, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you'll know when I post, and to keep up with what's going on over here with the Life of Tag. Life with Tag.